What's happening, y'all? JR Raymond back again, coming to you from BowlerX Pro Shop and Training Center inside Waterford Lanes, where today we've got the new EJ ball, that newest Venom, the EJX bowling ball from Motiv. I got that same layout that I did on the thrills. The two thrills, it's 45 by 5 by 45. Going with the longer pins, just as recommended by Brett Spangler for myself. So I am taking these ones out there. I've got the typical 43-foot league condition out here right now. I'm going to take it out there. We're going to go across the entire lane and see what it's got. But hey, make sure to head over to 10pindoctors.com and sign up for the membership and everything over there. Go check out the website, do all that stuff. Big shout out to Max Vossar for creating that website a few months back now, probably almost a year ago now. Still working out a lot of bugs, still working out trying to make sure it is the best site that we could possibly create, but he's done a pretty good job making that site very, very user-friendly. So make sure to head over there, sign up for that membership, get yourself one of these bowling balls in the link in the description, and we're gonna head out here and we're gonna see what she's got here in a minute, so stay tuned. All right, here we go. Now we have the new EJ ball, the EJX, the new Venom. The pretty purple and green one. You probably saw him throwing this one on both lanes, on the short pattern and the long pattern at the Tour Finals in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, it did not do the job on the right lane. On the short pattern, I would love to have seen him throw urethane or something different. But that's okay. He wanted to throw the new ball. I'm sure he had his reasons. So we're gonna take it out here. We're gonna show you what it's got. And we'll start straighter and move our way left as we go. Yeah, much stronger cover than those thrills you just saw. I just did the videos on the thrills. If you haven't seen those, make sure to go back and watch those. Those covers much cleaner than this one. This one clearly a lot stronger bowling ball. This one picked up in that spot and it went left. Now, it's not flaring a ton. You know, flare rings are real close to each other, which is good for me. I like that. So let's, I'm gonna move 5 left and see what it does here. All right, so I love the stability of this cover stock. Very predictable, very smooth. It's not doing anything crazy. For me, when I was throwing the Venom shocks, they kind of seemed a little bit too quick, a little bit whippy down lane for me. This one seems to blend pretty well. So this one will probably come into play for me a lot more than some of the other ones have in the past. So I'm gonna move 5 more left here and start rotating a little bit. I do notice the core likes to tumble. You can see the ball's kind of tumbling down lane. It's not revving up real quick because of the core. All right, so it's responsive to hand changes. That's good. So I rotate it just a little bit and you can see it still picks up and it keeps going. It doesn't do anything crazy. Sometimes you get a bowling ball where you make a small hand change and you get around it and all of a sudden it hooks 10 feet sooner. That's crazy. We don't like seeing that. We don't like seeing that. So we'll go 5 more left now. Rotate even more. Don't want it to lose too much rotation before it gets there. That one almost did lose too much rotation, so not quite enough rotation as I got in there. And if you pay attention to the ball roll, you can see how the rotation changes throughout the lane. And that's a lot of the stuff we're going to be talking about when Cody and I start doing our educational series of videos. You're going to see us talking about things like what Rick Benoit calls procession. You know, you're watching the ball, how it processes down the lane, how the core is changing shape all the way through the lane and how the cover stock's picking up on the lane. If it's too quick, it's making a really sharp jerk, and then rolling forward, it's losing too much rotation too quickly. And if it's processing properly, it's kind of got that more gradual type of motion, and it's continuing all the way through. So, you know, it just depends on what you're bowling on, what you're looking for. But this one is so far doing pretty good things. All right, we're gonna move a few more left again. I'm gonna have to really start spinning it in here in order to get it to do the right thing. So that was pretty good. I like that. Something felt funny there. I'm not really sure. My thumb twisted a little bit or something. I don't know. It was weird. A little weirdness there. Oh, she's locked in there good, so no, it's not the thumb. It's probably just me. But you can see how smooth this ball is. It's not doing anything ridiculous, but it is allowing me to keep going left and still do a lot of the good things. So now there we're in a part of a lane where now it's getting too far down the lane. So it might not be the best for this part of the lane unless you're, of course, EJ Tackett or somebody with a super high rev rate. They've got 75 RPM more than I do. So it doesn't sound like much, but you know, from 450 to 525 or so makes a difference. Even 450 to 500 makes a big difference in what you're able to do. And gaining 50 RPMs is pretty difficult in the game, but we do teach those things. Can do it, but that means I slow down too much, and then my ball gets a little bit erratic. So we don't want to do that yet. I just slow down a little bit. Just move left, slow my feet down, slow the ball speed down, and it'll make it pick up just a little bit more, a little bit earlier. And then it'll do the right thing. Because on that last one, you saw the 710, it just kept going. It just got too far down the lane and did what they call going behind the head pin, even though that's not physically possible. They just mean it went too far down the lane before it made its motion. So let's get up against the ball return. And those are the adjustments you've got to really pay attention to. Those are the most important ones, are the speed adjustments. You've got to have good touch. You got to be able to make those minute changes to get the ball to do what you want it to do. Because then you can get it to shape. You know, you can become what they call an artist in bowling. You know, a guy like Anthony Simonson would be considered an artist because he can do almost anything to a bowling ball. You know, between backup balls and playing really straight, rolling it really forward, really spinning it around. You know, most of the guys on tour can do a lot of that stuff. Most of them are very, very versatile. But being an artist means understanding when you want your bowling ball to do specific things and how to get them to do it. Requires speed changes, tilt changes, rotation changes, all these different types of things. So now we're in front of the ball return. We're gonna be throwing it slow still, trying to get it to come around the corner. And miss left. And dead jam it. Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog. That was not very good. Man, 90-degree weather. Even though the AC's on, it's still hot. Still gets warm. Still gets very warm. Let's try that one more time. That's better. Yeah, see, so I like these types of bowling balls that when they pick up, they continue to roll and they continue to keep going. They don't pick up and then go straight, which is what would be too quick of a ball motion. They lose all its rotation and go straight. They gradually lose the rotation as they come around the corner. Those are the types of reactions you should be looking for. A lot of people are looking for the ball that gets all the way down the lane and then makes this ridiculous motion to the left and it loses all its motion, all its rotation there. And then they wonder, why can't I get a corner pin out? Why do I keep leaving 10 pins? Because you're looking for motion that's way too far down the lane. But we're not gonna talk all about that stuff. I know I've talked about it quite a bit in this video, but this bowling ball is gonna be a good one. It already is a good one. If you don't have one, you need to make sure to head over to BowlerX.com. Get yours today. Head over to 10pindoctors.com. Sign up for the membership over there as well. Help us out. That's a very good way how we are able to afford like the new lighting. You can see it's a little bit brighter in here because, let me see if I can get you over here. I've got new lighting. I got this one and I got two of them that are just like that. So drop a little bit of money, bring some stage lighting in here. The show we were at kind of inspired me a little bit. We're on the set and I'm seeing all these lights and everything, and I'm like, everything looks so much better when it's lit up, where I'm in this dingy, dark bowling center. You can see behind me, it's really dark. And when I'm trying to do videos without the lighting, you really can't see much. So I set up a bunch of lights and now we are probably pretty good to go. So let me know what you think of the lighting. Let me know what you think of this format. But I'm getting out of here. Until next time, we'll see you guys later. Take care.